from Clearwater Beach. Grace gets off to a good start, and the Bulls have a 3-2 lead. And Katie Olsen lost it out of bounds along the right sideline in the forecourt. A turnover for Louisville, and USF will get it back. Bulls going from right to left from your vantage point here in the first half. Shantia Grace, the sophomore point out of Sarasota, handles in the forecourt. Louisville playing a 2-3 zone to start out. Grace up top, lobs right side now for Rachel Sheets, who fakes the three. Sheets trying to penetrate, kicking it out left side for Grace. 9 to shoot for the Bulls. Left wing now it's Dixon. Dixon pulls up, fires for three. It's good! Jessica Dixon fires and hits from State Road 54. And the Bulls are off to a 6-2 lead. Lob pass inside, and it's stolen away by Sheets. They try to get it inside to Covington. Second Louisville turnover. Dixon, left baseline jump, rims out. Offensive rebound, Opalake lost it. And it's recovered by Covington. And here come the Cardinals the other way. Lob pass inside. Barlow gets it to Kova. She was out of control and wildly missed the shot. Rebounded by Miller. Here come the Bulls the other way. Dixon, left wing, long jump shot, rims out. Rebounded on the weak side by Covington. And here come the Cardinals the other way. Barlow on the right wing for Olsen. Back outside for Barlow, now up top it's Covington. On the right wing for Barlow, being fronted by Grace. USF staying man-to-man. Olsen picks up her dribble, left side. Down low left blocks for Takova. Back out to Olsen, gets it back to Takova, try to spin in the lane, and she traveled. So Louisville has turned it over 3 times within the first 2+ minutes, and USF will get it back with a 6-2 lead. Head coach Jose Fernandez calling out a play. You can probably hear it in the background. Shantia Grace bringing the ball up. Grace on the left side, guarded by McCautry. Up top now Dixon. Dixon right wing now for Opalake. Bounce pass in the right corner for Sheets. Sheets trying to penetrate, skips it left side for Dixon. Penetrates down the lane, and she's rejected from behind by McCautry. Louisville with the basketball. They're on the run. McCautry on the right wing fires for three. She missed it. Side rim, rebounded by Miller. And here come the Bulls the other way. Louisville, 1 of 3 to start out. Dixon on the left wing. Up top now Grace. Shantia Grace gives it right baseline. Sheets driving to the basket. Reverse layup was blocked by Olsen. Sheets went down hard, and she appears to be shaken up. Rachel Sheets is in some pain. She was bottled up by Olsen and went down hard on her side. And Di Packer will check in as Sheets will sit down. Brandy Ratty, a 5'11 freshman out of Niles, Michigan, checks in for Louisville. Katie Olsen will have a seat. They inbound it. Left side, Miller travels for USF. Louisville gets it back. We played just about 3 minutes of basketball, and USF leading at 6-2. Barlow gets a pick up top from Takova. Top of the key now Covington. Lobs inside Takova. Pump fakes and puts it up and in off the left side glass. Yolia Takova with all 4 Louisville points, and it's 6-4 South Florida. Left wing Dixon in the forecourt. Louisville back in that 2-3 zone. Chichi Opalake, right blocks, turnaround jump shot. Oh, in and out. Rebounded by McCautry. And here come the Redbirds the other way, going from left to right. Ratty, right wing. Gets it outside to Barlow. Now they swing it around left side to McCautry. Guarded by Packer. That's a mismatch. McCautry pull-up jump, 12-footer, off the mark. Rebounded by Shantia Grace. Bulls on the run. Grace leading the break. Grace pull-up jump, 16-footer. Misses it, but an offensive rebound by Opalake. And a second chance opportunity for USF. Packer on the right side for three. A long three. It's a brick. And the rebound is taken down by McCautry. Here come the Cardinals. Barlow going right down the lane. Pump fakes and puts it up off the glass, off the rim. No good. Rebound goes out of bounds, and it will stay. Actually, it will head over to USF. We've got a timeout. 15:57 left to go in this first half. We'll take a break. USF leading number 15 Louisville 6-4. You're listening to USF Women's Basketball on the Bulls Radio Network.
Did you know that Likes has insured Florida families and businesses for over 80 years? That's right, Likes means insurance. They're dedicated to service with one purpose in mind, to provide the broadest, most competitive insurance coverage available. With all the changes in the world, isn't it nice to know Likes Insurance has stood the test of time? So call Likes Insurance today at 1-800-243-0491 or find them on the web at www.lykesinsurance.com. Likes Insurance Incorporated, insuring Florida's families and businesses since 1925.
It's come to the attention of Dodge that some have questions about cute cars.
Yes, I don't want a cute car, but is there a car for someone who's not a dateless 30-year-old happily living with his parents?
Good question, and Dodge has the answer. Dodge Caliber. It's anything but cute. It's got available music gate power with liftgate speakers to celebrate good tunes, illuminated cup holders to celebrate good drink, and an available chill zone beverage cooler to celebrate thermodynamics. The all-new Dodge Caliber. It's anything but cute. For information, pull up Dodge.com. Grab life by the horns. Dodge.
Welcome back to the Sun Dome. 15:57 left to go in this first half. I'm Tom Krasnicki. USF leading number 15 Louisville 6-4. We'd like to welcome those of you listening online from anywhere in the civilized world at GoUSFBulls.com. You can listen to each and every USF women's basketball game, home and away, at GoUSFBulls.com. And we'd like to welcome those of you listening on the Bulls Radio Network at 860 WGUL. USF struggling from the field. They're shooting just 2 of 10 from the field, but both of those makes were three-pointers, one by Dixon, one by Grace. And Louisville just 2 of 6 from the field. They've also turned it over 3 times. Angel McCautry is 0 for 2 from the field so far, so far so good in defending the Big East's leading scorer. USF comes out of the huddle with Di Packer and Shantia Grace at the guards, Jessica Dixon, Chichi Apalake, and Nalini Miller up front. Patrika Barlow's in the backcourt, along with Brandy Ratty. Angel McCautry's up front, along with Jazz Covington and Yolia Takova. Louisville in a 2-3 zone. USF in the forecourt going from right to left. Keeping the right side, it's Dixon, guarding by McCautry. Lobs left side for Grace. Grace picks up her dribble. Grace up top. Apalake driving to the basket. Rejected from behind by Takova. Takova with another block shot, and here come the Cardinals the other way. Barlow gets it up top for Takova. Takova trying to get it from McCautry, and she threw it out of bounds. Turnover number 4 for Louisville, and USF will get it back. We played 4.5 minutes here at the Sun Dome. USF with the basketball, and they're up 6-4. Shantia Grace walking it up the floor. Grace 3 of 20 shooting over her last 2 games. She's got a 3-point make here tonight. She gets it over to Apalake. Pull-up jump from the paint is good from 13 feet away. Apalake with her first field goal of the game, and USF goes up 8-4. Barlow up top, guarded by Grace. Left wing now for McCautry just beyond the arc. McCautry off the crossover. Stripped by Grace, a steal by Miller. Here comes Grace down the right side, swings it left side. Dixon, pull-up jump, 12-footer. It's good. Jessica Dixon in transition. And the Bulls go up 10-4. Dixon with 5 early points. Takova left wing now for Barlow. Down low left blocks. McCautry is double team, triple team. She forces it up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Dixon. Bulls running back the other way. Dixon on the right side. Here's Grace for a 3. It's short. Barely got a piece of the iron. And the rebound was saved in by McCautry to Covington. And now lead pass to Takova, right side. And Takova had it deflected and stolen. Grace with the steal. Shantia Grace playing well so far here tonight. Grace deep on the right side. Swings it left wing now for Dixon. Dixon penetrating, picks up her dribble left baseline, swings it out up top for Grace. Now on the right side, Packer fakes the 3, steps inside the arc, 15-footers, no good. Rebounded by Takova. Gets it over now to Barlow. Barlow racing to the forecourt. Barlow pull-up jump right elbow is good from 15 feet away. Barlow with their first field goal of the game. She came in averaging 5 points per contest, and it's 10-6 USF. Right wing is Packer. Packer bounce pass, right blocks. Apalake posting on Covington. Kicks it out right side. Packer 3. It's good. Di Packer from downtown Jundiaí, Brazil. And Packer putting USF up 13-6. Ratty on the right wing, lobbing it down low. McCautry catches left side, puts it up. No. Rebounded underneath. It was Covington. She missed the putback, and it's rebounded by Dixon. Louisville now struggling, just 3 of 10 from the field. Dixon on the left wing. Up top, Grace. Right side for Packer. Packer, bounce pass, right blocks for Apolike. Back outside, right wing 3 by Packer. Side of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Ratty. Here come the Cardinals back the other way. Barlow, lead pass, and it was deflected by Apolike underneath, but she couldn't keep her balance. She stepped out of bounds. It will stay with Louisville. Tristan Webb, Stephanie Sarosi, Rachel Sheets are in for USF as Opalike, Packer, and Grace will sit down. Takova and Covington are out for Louisville as Shantice Wright, a 6'3 sophomore from Forestville, Maryland, checks in, along with Tony Slaughter, 6' junior out of Shelbyville, Kentucky. They inbound it to Slaughter. Slaughter gets it right corner now for Ratty, being guarded by Dixon. Ratty putting it on the floor. Hands off now right side to Barlow. Guarded by Tristan Webb. Patricia Barlow dribbling up top. Gets a pick from Wright. On the right side, Slaughter. Tries to lob it down low for Wright, and it's picked off by Nalini Miller. Bulls coming back the other way. Webb gets it right side for Sheets, and now a whistle. And the shot clock never got started on the change of possession. And right now they're trying to correct the game clock. The game clock never started moving. So let's see how much time the officials put on the clock here. Right now there's 12:51 on the clock. It doesn't appear that the clock was moving on the last possession by Louisville. So it will be adjusted. Right now the score is 13-6 with 12:51 left to go. And the officials still try to sort out the time situation. While they do that, let's remind you that USF Athletics and H. Lee Moffitt Cancer Center and Research Institute have joined forces in the bullfight against cancer. Moffitt's sole mission is to contribute to the prevention and cure of cancer. H. Lee Moffitt Cancer Center and Research Institute, the preferred charity of USF Athletics. A full slate of Big East games on tap tonight. DePaul is at Villanova. Notre Dame hosting St. John's. Pittsburgh is at Syracuse. West Virginia hosting Seton Hall. Rutgers entertaining Georgetown. And those are the Big East games that are taking place today. Last night, UConn was in action, a non-conference game, and they lost at number 2 North Carolina. So the Big East standings look like this. UConn up top at 4-0. Marquette and Rutgers are 4-1, and then Louisville and USF tied for third at 3 up and 1 down. So this is a big game, not only in the Big East Conference standings, but also from the standpoint of USF needing to beat a ranked team to get some confidence under their belt that they can play with some quality competition. So far, the Bulls have dropped those non-conference games, 1 to LSU. They also dropped the game at Michigan State and also to Vanderbilt at the St. Pete Times Forum. USF 0-3 against top 25 competition. Number 15 Louisville is in tonight, and they're hoping to change all of that. And now an extended timeout. Jose Fernandez gathering his troops around for a little bit of a pep talk. So far, USF 5 of 17 from the field at 29%. Louisville is at 3 for 10 from the field, and they've also turned it over 7 times. Angel McCautry, the leading scorer and rebounder in the Big East Conference, 0 for 4 from the field, no points, and 3 rebounds. And again, the officials still trying to sort out the situation in regards to the time. Still 12:51 on the game clock right now, and that is going to be adjusted. A reminder, the next USF women's basketball broadcast will come to you Saturday afternoon when the USF Bulls will visit the Pitt Panthers. Game time will be at 2 o'clock. We'll be on the air at 1:58 or thereabouts on Saturday afternoon right here on 860 WGUL and the Bulls Radio Network, also online at gousfbulls.com. Again, the officials Still haven't figured out what's going on. 12:51 left on the clock. The USF led so far by Jessica Dixon. She's got 5 points on 2 of 6 shooting. Di Packer and Shantia Grace with 3 points apiece. Grace coming off a 1 for 10 shooting performance in the overtime win over Notre Dame. Really a huge win for USF from a confidence standpoint, as Notre Dame tied that game at 74 with 11 seconds left thanks to Melissa Lecklittner, who hit a 3-point basket. But in OT, the USF outscoring Notre Dame 13-4 to take that game home. Jessica Dixon, just an awesome game, 30 points and 11 rebounds, and Nalini Miller was just a dominant force with 26 points and 14 rebounds. Louisville's last game was at Georgetown on Tuesday. They beat the Hoyas 57-54. McCautry had 24 points and 14 rebounds in that game. Also came up with a big defensive play as she blocked Kira Marlowe's 3-point shot as time expired. And the only loss by Louisville was at Providence on January the 3rd. That was a double overtime loss, 106-94. McCautry has put up some unbelievable numbers. She's shooting 51% from the field, which is astonishing because she's not just an inside player. She goes inside, she goes outside. She's a 36% shooter from three-point range, also 71% free throw shooter. And in talking with some of the Louisville people before the game, they said, hey, biggest difference between last year and this year is McCautry in the offseason worked her tail off to get better. She was in the gym every day. She was in the weight room. She was practicing her jump shots, and it has paid off. She's averaging close to 22 points and over 11 rebounds per contest. So right now the clock has been adjusted from 12:51 to 12:37. It only took about a year and a day. But we are all set for basketball as the Bulls will have the ball. They are going from right to left from your vantage point here in the first half. Stephanie Sorosi's on the floor along with Nalini Miller, Jessica Dixon, Rachel Sheets, and Tristan Webb. And finally, we are set to play. I thought we were going to be late for the Pittsburgh flight on Friday, the way things are going here. Stephanie Sorosi will inbound it. On the floor for Louisville in the front court, Shantiz Wright is along the front line for Louisville, along with Tony Slaughter and Brandy Ratty. Angel McCautry and Patrika Barlow are in the backcourt. And they try to inbound it to Webb. It was almost stolen by McCautry, and McCautry knocks it away from Webb from behind. And a foul on McCautry. Reach-in foul on McCautry, who is playing some tenacious defense, but she pushed Webb going after that loose ball. So the first foul of the game called on Angel McCautry. Dixon to inbound from the left corner. Dixon gets it in, left side for Sheets. Up top now it's Tristan Webb. Webb fires, right elbow now for Sorosi. Gets it to Miller, quickly left side to Sheets. Back outside, left wing three is good by Tristan Webb. Tristan Webb fires and hits from the Florida State Fairgrounds. And the Bulls go up 16-6. The USF with 4 3-point bombs here tonight. They try to lob it down low. Barlow threw it over the head of Wright, out of bounds. Turnover number 8 for Louisville. Cardinals are dead flat here in the first half. 12 minutes left to go in the first half. USF with the basketball, and they're up 10. Webb on the left wing. Webb trying to penetrate. Gets it left baseline to Sheets. Trying to get it down low for Miller, and she had it knocked away and stolen. McCautry with the steal. Barlow in the forecourt. Left wing now for Angel McCautry, trying to spin against Webb. McCautry, pull-up jump from the left corner is no good. Rebounded by Dixon. Louisville 3 of 11 from the field. Dixon trapped. Gets it outside now for Webb. Now on the left wing for Sheets. Sheets up top now for Tristan Webb. Webb will reset the offense. Louisville still laying back in that 2-3 zone. Miller left baseline, fires right wing. Here's Dixon for three. She missed it. Offensive rebound by Miller. Miller drives to the basket, pump fakes it, puts it up and in off the left side glass. Nalini Miller strong going to the hole, and the Bulls lead is 12. Barlow down low to right, who fires from McCautry left side, and she'll lay it up and in off the glass. So McCautry picks up her first field goal of the game. She's now 1 of 6, and it's 18-8 USF. Dixon left side, turnaround jump shot, and air ball by Sarosi. It's taken by Miller. She was blocked underneath by Wright. It goes out of bounds. It will stay with USF. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. 10:46 left to go in this first half. USF leading number 15 Louisville 18-8. You're listening to USF Women's Basketball on the Bulls Radio Network.
As a Florida-based company which employs thousands of Floridians, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida understands our great state's passion for college sports. As official health plan sponsor of South Florida Athletics, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida is committed to providing Floridians with comprehensive and flexible health plans. Bulls fans, visit HealthTipChallenge.com and take the Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida Health Tip Challenge to test your health knowledge and to enter for a chance to win great Bulls prizes. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida. How can Florida Blue help you?
Hey USF Bulls fans, not sure who to turn to for your heating and cooling needs? Turn to CGM Services Air Conditioning and Heating for technical expertise, customer satisfaction, and carrier systems that are second to none. Serving the Tampa Bay area for over 25 years, CGM will make sure you're as comfortable with them as you are with your home comfort system. CGM Services and Carrier. Turn to the experts. For your championship heating and cooling services, call 813-AIR-COOL. That's 813-247-2665.
Talk Radio 860 WGUL.
Welcome back to the Sun Dome with 10:46 left to go in this opening half. USF leading number 15 Louisville 18-8. Tom Krasnicki back with you. And just in case you're wondering, the queen of color commentary, Amanda Miller, has once again stiffed the Bulls Radio Network to do TV for Catch 47 alongside of Jim Lauf. So Amanda will return, who knows, whenever she feels like it. The Bulls are at 7 of 22 from the field at 32%. However, they're 4 of 8 from three-point range. Jessica Dixon with 5 points, 3 apiece for Shantia Grace, Di Packer, and Tristan Webb. Apalake with 2, and Alini Miller, 5 rebounds and 2 points. Louisville just 4 of 12 from the field for 33%. They've turned it over 8 times, and their star player, sophomore Angel McCautry, is just 1 of 6 from the field for 2 points. It's time for this week's USF Health Tip. USF Smart Institute, the University of South Florida Sports Medicine and Athletic-Related Trauma, was created to protect Florida recreational, high school, college, and professional athletes. The USF Smart Institute faculty is available to teach sports safety to coaches at all athletic levels. Call 813-974-9097 for more information. And now is tonight's USF Sports Medicine's Health Tip of the Week from Charles Knopfsinger, MD, orthopedic surgeon at USF Health. Bulls with the basketball. Grace to inbound, does so up top to Dixon. Left wing now for Shantia Grace. Bulls with the ball, then they're up 10. Right side now for Rachel Sheets. Sheets on the right side now with 7 to shoot for Grace. Grace penetrating, scoop shot in the lane, no good. Rebounded by Covington, who's back in the game. Here come the Cardinals the other way. Covington up top, guarded by Miller. Trying to get it down low for McCautry. It's stolen away by Grace. Bulls coming the other way. Grace left side. Dixon fires for 3 and hits. Jessica Dixon from downtown St. Pete. Dixon now with 8 points, and the lead is 13. We played 10 minutes here in the first half. Slaughter, bounce pass right side now for Barlow. Up top it's Ratty. Left wing McCautry, down low left blocks. It's Covington, squares up on Miller, fires and hits. Jazz Covington, the 6'2 senior out of Adele, Georgia, gets her first field goal of the game, and USF's lead cut to 11. Shantia Grace handling. Despite the 5 3-point baskets that USF has hit so far, Louisville still laying back in a 2-3 zone. Some people just never learn their lesson, I guess. Dixon fires left side for Grace. Grace penetrating, kicks out up top. Here's another Dixon 3. It's good again! Jessica Dixon firing and hitting from the Courtney Campbell Causeway. Dixon now with 11 points. 3 3-point baskets, and the Bulls go up by 14. Barlow up top now for Slaughter. Slaughter left wing for Barlow, just beyond the arc. Barlow puts the ball on the floor, gets a pick up top from Slaughter. Penetrates, kicks it out right wing. A three-pointer by Ratty is a little bit too strong, but an offensive board by Covington. And a second chance opportunity for the Redbirds. Left side is Barlow. Barlow with Grace in front of her. Back up top for Covington. Covington pump fakes, forces it up. Miller may have gotten a piece. Offensive rebound by Slaughter. She missed the shot. And looks like they're going to call a tripping foul on Chichi Apalike. USF coach Jose Fernandez not happy about that. It appeared that Slaughter tripped over her own teammate. But they call Apalike for the foul. Slaughter, a 6-foot junior out of Shelbyville, Kentucky, shooting 70% from the free throw line. First free throw's up and no good. Yulia Takova back in the game for Louisville. Angel McCautry will sit down. McCautry just 1 of 6 shooting from the field for just 2 points. USF has done a great job on her so far tonight. Second free throw by Slaughter, no good. Front rim, rebounded by Apalike. So USF maintaining that 14-point lead. Grace gets it left side for Apalike. Apalike spinning in the paint and has it rejected out of bounds by Slaughter with 18 to shoot. Jose Fernandez calling out a play, just telling Chichi Apalike, hey, don't force it up. From the left baseline, Shantia Grace inbounds, gets it in left side to Dixon, who is starting to warm up. Dixon penetrating left baseline, goes all the way, shot off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound, Apalike, she missed it. Rebounded by Covington. And here come the Cardinals. Barlow in the forecourt. Barlow right wing now for Ratty, guarded by Dixon. Ratty trying to penetrate, picks up a dribble, tries to kick it up top for Covington, throws it into the backcourt, and Covington had to save it from going out of bounds and does so, but Apalike picks it off. Grace fires in the right baseline now for Sheets. Sheets up top now to Grace, now left wing for Dixon. The USF trying to work it around on the Louisville zone. Up top it's Miller, and she traveled. And Louisville will get it back when we get back. Timeout. 7 minutes, 57 seconds left to go in this first half. South Florida leading number 15 Louisville 24-10. You're listening to USF Women's Basketball on the Bulls Radio Network.
USF Health wants you to play safe, so the nation's best sports orthopedic surgeons have now joined USF Health for the athlete in all of us. We take care of your USF Bulls and can take care of you too. From orthopedic surgery to sports medicine to physical therapy. For kids, adults, and for the athlete in all of us. USF Health is located here in Tampa Bay. Call 813-396-9422 or visit www.health.usf.edu to see a sports medicine expert. USF Health, making life better.
Hi, TJ Reeves here for CGM Services. Over the past 25 years, CGM Services and Carrier Air Conditioning have built a reputation for providing outstanding service and reliability. To make it all cool, the USF Bulls rely on the winning team of CGM Services and Carrier to deliver. CGM Services and Carrier. Turn to the experts. For your championship heating and cooling needs, call 813-AIR-COOL. That's 813-247-2665. CGM Services and Carrier, proud sponsors of the USF Bulls.
After a 1-for-5 shooting start by Jessica Dixon, she has warmed up. She has hit 4 of her last 5 shots, including 2 3-point bombs. Dixon now with 11 points, and USF with a 14-point lead on number 15 Louisville, 24-10, as we welcome you back to the Sun Dome here on the campus of the University of South Florida. Tom Krasnicki with you here on the USF Radio Network. We'd like to welcome those of you listening online from anywhere in the civilized world at GoUSFBulls.com. USF breaks the timeout with Chichi Apalike, Nalini Miller, Jessica Dixon up front. Di Packer now in the game in the backcourt alongside Shantia Grace. Right now, Louisville is struggling big time. They've turned it over 10 times, and they're shooting just 5 of 15 from the field. The best player, Angel McCautry, is 1 of 6 from the field for just 2 points. Louisville will come out with Jazz Covington, Tony Slaughter, Brandy Ratty in the front court. Yulia Takova and Patrika Barlow are in the backcourt. Check that, Angel McCautry now back in for Louisville. So she's up front alongside Covington and Slaughter. Takova and Barlow are in the backcourt. Louisville with the basketball going from left to right. Barlow in the forecourt. In between the circles now for Takova. Left side now for Barlow. Guarded by Shantia Grace. Barlow looking for a screen. Gets it from Takova. Pull-up jump from the foul line. Front rim for Barlow. No good. Rebounded by Apolike. And here come the Bulls the other way. Packer in the forecourt. Packer left side. They swing it around right wing now for Dixon. Dixon fronted by Slaughter. Down low. Miller going strong to the basket. Puts it up. Forces it up. No good. Rebounded by Covington. Good defense that time by Yulia Takova. Forcing a bad shot by Miller. McCautry in the left wing for a three. It's good. Angel McCautry with her second field goal of the game. She's got 5 points. And Louisville's within 11, 24-13. Apolike up top. Gets it now deep on the left side for Dixon. Guarded by Slaughter. Dixon trying to move on Slaughter. Can't do it, so she swings it around deep on the right side now to Shantia Grace. Grace fronted by Barlow. Gets a double screen up top. Grace finds herself open. A three-point basket from the left side is an air ball, and the rebound is taken down by McCautry. McCautry penetrating, going all the way, puts it off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Dixon. Bulls are trying to run. Louisville gets back though in transition. Deep on the right side, it's Dixon. They swing it around left corner. A wide open three by Packer. It's good. All net. Di Packer fires and hits. And USF is up by 14, 27-13. The Bulls have hit 7 three-point baskets in this first half. Right blocks, McCautry facing up on Packer. Shoots and scores over Di Packer. McCautry now with 7 points on 3 of 9 shooting. And the Bulls lead is 12, 27-15 with 6 minutes left in the first half. Deep on the right side, it's Dixon. Dixon gets a pick from Miller. Dixon an open three. Missed it that time. It was short. Rebounded by Slaughter. Redbirds coming back the other way, going from left to right. Barlow picks up her dribble, right wing. Barlow down low on the right blocks. Covington spins, drop step. Her turnaround jump shot from the paint is no good. Offensive board by Takova. And Louisville will get another crack at it. Barlow gets a pick up top from Covington. Left side Takova, back to Barlow. Now on the right wing for Slaughter. Lobs it down low for Covington. She catches and scores off the right side glass. Covington with her second field goal of the game. She's got 4 points to go along with 6 rebounds. And the USF lead is down to 10, 27-17. Deep on the right side, Grace directing traffic. And now Louisville going man-to-man. They finally learned their lesson after 7 three-point bombs made by the Bulls. Deep on the right side, it's Packer. Right corner now for Grace. Grace trying to penetrate, can't do so. Fires in the left corner. Here's Packer for a three. It was partially blocked by McCautry. Offensive rebound by Miller to Packer, but a shot clock violation. The ball never hit the rim, and Louisville will get it back. Here comes Barlow, bringing the ball up. Calls out a play. Barlow veering left side. Picks up her dribble, gets it to McCautry. Now down low left blocks for Covington. Swings it on the right side. Slaughter for a three is too strong. Rebounded by Miller. Here come the Bulls the other way. Grace with a great pass to Apolike off the break, and she lays it home. Grace to a streaking Apolike. Chi-Chi now has 4 points, and the Bulls go up by 12 again. And now a whistle. Not sure what's going on here. Maybe the shot clock, I'm not sure, but right now Rachel Sheets and Stephanie Sarosi will check back in. Once again, an issue with the game clock and the shot clock. Di Packer will sit down for USF along with Nalini Miller. So Stephanie Sarosi, Chi-Chi Apolike, Jessica Dixon up front with Rachel Sheets and Shantia Grace in the backcourt. The USF coaches have to be quite pleased so far with the play of Shantia Grace. She hasn't shot the ball great in this first half, but she's playing well defensively. And she's also dished out 6 assists so far to go along with 3 points. She's just 1 of 5 shooting. That one made basket, a 3-pointer. Right now there's 4:28 on the game clock and 29 on the shot clock. And the officials are trying to figure out now how much time should be on the game clock. And another issue here at the scorer's table in regards to the time. So while we have this break in the action, we want to remind you the next USF women's basketball broadcast will come to you Saturday afternoon when the USF Bulls travel to Pittsburgh to meet Agnes Veronado, the loquacious one, and the Pitt Panthers. Game time just after 2 o'clock will be on the air at 2 o'clock Saturday afternoon right here on 860 WGUL, the Bulls Radio Network, and also online from anywhere in the civilized world at GoUSFBulls.com. It's a pretty important game for USF. Obviously, it's a difficult game against number 15 Louisville, but if they find a way to somehow squeak this game out, USF is looking at a pretty favorable schedule. The Pittsburgh game will be tough on the road on Saturday. However, Pitt is hurting. Mercedes Walker is playing with a stress fracture in her foot, and Mallory Wynn, the player who beat USF with 2 buzzer beaters last year, is out for the season with a torn ACL. After the road game at Pittsburgh on Saturday, USF will have a week off, and then they will be at Syracuse on Sunday afternoon, January the 28th. That game has been moved to a 5:30 start time at Syracuse. Up top, Takova for a 3. Rims out as we're back to live action, rebounded by Dixon. And here come the Bulls back the other way. They have the basketball, and they're up by 12. Grace up top. Fires in the right corner for Sheets. Sheets, right foul line extended for Sorosi. Now on the right wing for Opalake, who backs it back out. 12 to shoot for the Bulls. Up top, it's Grace. Grace, top of the key now to Dixon with 7 to shoot. Dixon penetrating left side. Tries to force it up. I beg your pardon. And she was fouled. The foul will be on Tony Slaughter. That will be her first. There's a timeout on the floor with 3:42 left to go in this first half. We'll take a break. USF 29, number 15 Louisville 17. You're listening to USF Women's Basketball on the Bulls Radio Network.
Did you know that Likes has insured Florida families and businesses for over 80 years? That's right. Likes means insurance. They're dedicated to service with one purpose in mind, to provide the broadest, most competitive insurance coverage available. With all the changes in the world, isn't it nice to know Likes Insurance has stood the test of time? So call Likes Insurance today at 1-800-243-0491 or find them on the web at www.lykesinsurance.com. Likes Insurance Incorporated, insuring Florida's families and businesses since 1925.
I was sitting in my backyard watching baseball on TV and drinking a Coke. I'd called in sick. I wasn't sick. Should I feel guilty? I thought. Am I a bad employee? I wondered. Then I saw a fly ball go into the stands, and there's my boss on TV, drinking a Coke, sitting at the game, and watching baseball. I yelled. Maybe I should send him a get well card.
The Coke side of life.
860 WGUL.
Join us for the USF men's basketball game versus Syracuse, sponsored by Bright House Networks on Wednesday, February the 14th. Tip-off time will be at 7 o'clock at the USF Sundome. For tickets, call 1-800-GO-BULLS. Bright House Networks is the official cable partner of USF Athletics. 3 minutes, 42 seconds left to go in this first half. USF 29, number 15 Louisville 17. Coming up at the half, we hope to be joined by Director of Basketball Operations Andy Christensen. In addition, we were hoping to be joined by Bill Lambier. He's the head coach for the Detroit Shock of the WNBA. He is supposed to be in-house tonight to scout for the defending world champion Detroit Shock, also former Pistons great and cheap shot artist, but he is not in the building to this moment. So Andy Christensen will be on hand at the half. One game at the half, Notre Dame leading St. John's 44-34. Also at the half, Pittsburgh leading Syracuse 41-28. And in the first half, 3 minutes left to go, DePaul, Villanova are tied at 22. Jessica Dixon to the free throw line to shoot 2. Dixon, an 80% foul shooter so far with 11 points. First free throw is good. You know, it's pretty interesting when somebody takes a free throw and you're the only voice, and it's like a library in here. Dixon getting set for a second free throw. You can hear a pin drop, folks. Second free throw's up and good. Dixon makes them both. Jessica Dixon now with 13 points, and the Bulls go up by 14, matching their largest lead of the game, 31-17. Barlow up top. Left side now for Covington. Left corner for McCautry, penetrates in the lane, puts it up off the glass, no good, way off. Long rebound comes out to Shantia Grace, she's on the run. Grace to the forecourt, Grace goes all the way, her layup is no good. Rebounded by Dixon, she sticks it up and in off the left side glass. Jessica Dixon playing big again here tonight with 15 points. And the Bulls lead is 16, their largest of the game. Fans chanting defense here at the Sun Dome. Takova, left wing now for Slaughter. Up top now for Barlow, who calls out a play. Head coach Jose Fernandez wants a defensive stop. Barlow up top. Barlow pull-up jump 17-footer, way off. Rebounded by Slaughter. Slaughter 16-footer up top, rolls in. A friendly roll for Tony Slaughter. And the lead is down to 14 at 33-19. Apalake left side. Chichi fakes the jumper, gets it up top to Dixon, swings it around right side now for Shantia Grace. Grace left side for Apalake, left corner for Sarosi, who traveled. Boy, Stephanie Sarosi is just struggling mightily over the last 3 or 4 weeks or so. And now Nalini Miller will come in, Sarosi will check out. And head coach Jose Fernandez calling Sarosi aside and giving her some words of encouragement. Louisville with the basketball, down by 14 with 2:15 left. Barlow trying to lob it down low. Covington catches and is fouled going up by Chichi Apalake, who is coming over to help out on Covington. Apalake will pick up her second. Just the second team foul in USF. Really not many foul calls in this first half. 2 team fouls apiece for USF and Louisville. Jazz coming to the free throw line. The first free throw is up and good with 2:12 left to go. Covington came in averaging 10.5 points per game along with 7 rebounds per contest. Second free throw's no good, rebounded by Miller. 33-20 USF. Grace gets it right wing now for Sheets. Sheets driving baseline, goes all the way, puts it up, no good. Rebound goes out of bounds. It was last touched by Louisville with exactly 2 minutes left to go before the half. Tristan Webb is in. Chichi Apalake is out for your USF Bulls. So it's Webb, Grace, Miller, Dixon, and Sheets, the 5 on the floor for the Bulls, with 2 minutes left to go before the half. Webb to inbound from the right baseline near the Louisville basket. T. Webb looking to get it in. Looking, fires deep up top now to Grace. Grace off the crossover, penetrating, goes all the way and lays it in with the left hand. Shantia Grace breaking Barlow down off the dribble. Grace now at 5 points, and the lead is 15. 1:45 left to go in this first half. Barlow lobbing it up top now to Takova. Hands off now to Slaughter. Back to Barlow in between the circles. Barlow calling out a play from head coach Tom Collin. Barlow off the crossover, penetrating down the right side, and now a whistle and an offensive foul. Patrica Barlow leading with that forearm on the drive, picks up the personal, and USF will get it back. 11 turnovers now for Louisville. USF with the basketball. Webb, left side now for Sheets, up top now for Grace. Back up top for Rachel Sheets. Penetrating, gets it out right side for Tristan Webb. Webb has it deflected in the backcourt. Grace went to the floor, nothing was called, and Dixon recovers with 8 to shoot. Dixon right side 3, a brick, rebounded by Takova. Louisville coming back the other way, down by 15 with 1 minute left. Barlow, right wing now for Slaughter. Up top Barlow. Left side, they get it now to McCautry, guarded by Sheets. McCautry forces it up, back rim no good. Offensive rebound by Covington. Kicks it up top. Here's Barlow for a 3. Off the side rim, rebounded by Miller with 43 seconds left. Long lead pass to Grace. Grace, pull-up jump left side. No good, a bad shot. It was 1 on 3, and it was rebounded by Takova. Louisville coming back. A 5-second differential between the game and the shot clock. And they try to lob it down low for Covington. It goes over her head out of bounds. Slaughter threw it out of bounds. Turnover number 12 for Louisville. With 26.2 seconds left, USF now can settle for one shot. Sheets is out, Packer is in for the Bulls. So an outstanding first half for USF, and right now they'll get the last word as they will hold for one. Webb dribbles into the forecourt, and Jose Fernandez calls a 30-second timeout. With 22.5 seconds left to go in this first half, USF leading number 15 Louisville 35-20. USF led in this first half by Jessica Dixon. She's got 15 points and 5 rebounds. Di Packer has 6. Shantia Grace with 5. Nalini Miller, 2 points, 10 rebounds. Also Chichi Apalaki off the bench, 4 points and 5 rebounds. So balanced scoring offensively for USF. They're getting contributions from many different sources. And right now, Louisville has just been awful. 9 of 28 shooting, 32% from the field. They are 1 of 4 from the free throw line, and they've turned it over 12 times. And USF with 13 points off those 12 turnovers and 10 points in the paint. 22.5 seconds left. USF will hold for one. Di Packer to inbound. Packer inbounds it up top now to Dixon. Dixon guarded by Slaughter. Louisville going man-to-man for this final possession. Dixon loses her mouthpiece, and it was kicked to the side by the official. Up top, it's Packer. On the right side, Dixon penetrating right baseline. Dixon trying to force it up, rejected by Takova. And the long rebound is taken by McCartry with 4 seconds left. McCartry will go all the way and lay it in at the buzzer. So a little bit of a downer there at the end of the first half. USF could not get a shot off, and McCartry picked up the loose ball off the block shot and was able to get a breakaway layup. But as we head to the locker room here at the half, USF with a 35-22 lead over number 15 Louisville. Coming up, Andy Christensen will join us, the Director of Basketball Operations, here at the half. You are listening to USF Women's Basketball on the Bulls Radio Network.
At Bright House Networks, we're about making life easier. That's why our home phone service makes it easy to call across the country or across the state and save money. How do we know if we've made life easy enough? Our customers tell us. Bright House Networks digital phone is recognized by J.D. Power and Associates as the highest in residential all-distance telephone customer satisfaction in the Southeast region. For more information, call 1-866-976-EASY or visit mybrighthouse.com. And for award information, visit jdpower.com.
I can't hear you.
Hey, USF Bulls fans, not sure who to turn to for your heating and cooling needs?
What about now?
Turn to CGM Services Air Conditioning and Heating for technical expertise, customer satisfaction, and carrier systems that are second to none. Serving the Tampa Bay area for over 25 years, CGM will make sure you're as comfortable with them as you are with your home comfort system. CGM Services and Carrier. Turn to the experts.
Get that layup.
For championship heating and cooling services, call 813-AIR-COOL. That's 813-247-2665.
It's come to the attention of Dodge that some have questions about cute cars.
Yes, I don't want a cute car, but is there a car for someone who's not a dateless 30-year-old happily living with his parents?
Good question. And Dodge has the answer. Dodge Caliber. It's anything but cute. It's got available music gate power with liftgate speakers to celebrate good tunes, illuminated cup holders to celebrate good drink, and an available chill zone beverage cooler to celebrate thermodynamics. The all-new Dodge Caliber. It's anything but cute. For information, pull up Dodge.com. Grab life by the horns. Dodge.
Did you know that Likes has insured Florida families and businesses for over 80 years? That's right. Likes means insurance. They're dedicated to service with one purpose in mind, to provide the broadest, most competitive insurance coverage available. With all the changes in the world, isn't it nice to know Likes Insurance has stood the test of time? So call Likes Insurance today at 1-800-243-0491 or find them on the web at www.lykesinsurance.com. Likes Insurance Incorporated, insuring Florida's families and businesses since 1925.
It's time for Singular at the Half. Let's get back to courtside.
We're at the half here at the USF Sundome. The score, USF leading number 15 Louisville 35-22. Joining us courtside here at the half, the Director of Basketball Operations for USF, Andy Christensen. Andy, thanks. Hey, I'm doing well. Hey, I think we're doing pretty well so far.
Yes, we are.
13-point halftime lead, huh?
Yep. I thought we had a good half. I thought we played well defensively, and offensively we've been knocking down some big shots. So we forced 12 turnovers in the first half and only had 6 of our own. So I thought we played very well that half.
Let's talk about our perimeter game. We hit 7 3-pointers. Louisville comes down the 2-3 zone, something I know we were prepared for. And I thought the ball movement was great. And even though Shantia Grace hasn't shot the ball well, she's moved the ball around. She's got 6 assists in this first half.
Well, and that's important for a point guard to be able to do that. And she is, like you say, she is struggling from the field. Offensively, she's not shooting the ball very well, but it's very important that she does distribute the ball. So, I mean, with her being the point guard, she's got other responsibilities other than just scoring. So, we did shoot the ball very well. I think Di had two big threes, and then Jessica had 3 right off the bat. So we've been shooting the ball well from behind the arc.
Jessica Dixon with 15 points, Di Packer with 6, and Rachel Sheets hasn't scored yet tonight, but she's done a very good job on Angel McCautry so far. McCautry just 4 field goals, 4 of 12 in that first half for 9 points.
And she's a heck of a player. So, Rachel's done a great job of minimizing her touches, and that was, that's her. We're more concerned about her limiting her touches, and we're not so concerned about her scoring right now.
Nalini Miller with 2 points, 10 rebounds in that first half. She did a good job on Jazz Covington, who had just 5 points. What has been the difference the last 2 games with Miller? A great game against Notre Dame on Saturday. Another good effort here this afternoon. What's going on with her?
Well, really, to be honest with you, Tom, I think Miller has been bringing it every night for the past couple weeks. I mean, she played hard against LSU. Offensively, she wasn't a big threat against them, but she played great against Sylvia Flowers. I mean, Notre Dame, obviously, offensively, she was a standout performance with 26 points. But, tonight she's not, scoring a whole lot of points, but she's doing a great job on the glass.
And she's also aggressive. When she gets the basketball, boom, she's taking it right to the rim, and she's drawing the foul call, and that's been key as well.
She's playing with a lot of confidence right now. I think anybody that comes out and watches us play a lot of times can see that she's really playing with a lot of confidence, which is big for her.
Now, what should we expect in the second half?
Well, I think the second half you're going to see us come out hard defensively again, and I would think that Louisville is probably going to try to switch things up defensively, maybe throw a little man out there, maybe. I don't know, but I can't imagine they're going to come out there and play us in zone again in the second half, so we need to be ready for different looks.
It's a pretty important game with 2 road games coming up at Pittsburgh and then at Syracuse the weekend after next. It's a big game to get here tonight, isn't it?
This is a huge game. This is, right now we're 3-1 in the conference. Louisville's 3-1 as well. We're in a very tough stretch right now in our conference play. We had Rutgers on the road, Notre Dame at home, and now Louisville. And then on Friday we're flying to Pitt. We got Pitt on Saturday, so we're in a tough stretch of our conference play. So if we can get tonight's game, it'd be a very big victory.
Andy Christensen, Director of Basketball Operations here at USF. Andy, thanks for a couple of minutes. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you, Tom.
We'll come back with Big E scores right after this here at the half. USF leading Louisville 35-22. This is USF Women's Basketball on the Bulls Radio Network.
I'm here with beloved mascot Bucky
Take
the
it home,
Bull.
man.
So,
Finish
Bucky,
him off.
when you're not running up and down the stands charging
Squeeze their
fans,
throat.
what are you
Squeeze
doing?
them.
Well, I've got a lot of mascot friends, like Wooly the Mammoth, Becky Bull, no relation, but we've all got Singular, so we can talk as much as we want without using our minutes.
Really?
Oh, yeah, with Singular, I can talk to 58 million people without using my minutes.
So what do you talk about?
Mainly mascot suit rash.
So with Singular, you won't be getting charged for talking to other Singular customers.
Hey, leave the bull puns to me.
Singular, raising the bar.
Unlimited nationwide mobile-to-mobile with 1-year agreement.
As a Florida-based company which employs thousands of Floridians, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida understands our great state's passion for college sports. As official health plan sponsor of South Florida Athletics, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida is committed to providing Floridians with comprehensive and flexible health plans. Bulls fans, visit HealthTipChallenge.com and take the Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida Health Tip Challenge to test your health knowledge and to enter for a chance to win great Bulls prizes. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida.
WGUL, Dunedin, Tampa, where your opinion counts. A service of Salem Communications.
You may know
know that Tampa General Hospital serves more than 4 million people throughout West Central Florida? But did you know that over 60% of these patients are cared for by USF physicians? As the primary teaching hospital for the University of South Florida's College of Medicine, TGH proudly partners with USF to provide unique specialty care like a burn center, level 1 trauma center, and more, while also pursuing important medical advances through clinical practice and research. Tampa General, trusted for our expertise, chosen for our care.
USF Health wants you to play safe, so the nation's best sports orthopedic surgeons have now joined USF Health for the athlete and all of us. We take care of your USF Bulls and can take care of you too. From orthopedic surgery to sports medicine to physical therapy. For kids, adults, and for the athlete and all of us. USF Health is located here in Tampa Bay. Call 813-396-9422
Lamb, beers,
or visit
chicken.
www.health.usf.edu to see a sports medicine expert. USF Health, making life better. 860 WGUL.
USF women's basketball continues with more of Singular at the half.
Halftime here at the Sun Dome. USF leading number 15 Louisville 35-22. Let's take a look at some other Big East scores from around the conference. Villanova at home tied with DePaul at 22-22. 3 minutes left to go in that first half there. At the half at Notre Dame, the Fighting Irish leading St. John's 44-34. Pittsburgh with a 41-21 lead, 41-28 lead rather at the half against Syracuse. That game is at Syracuse. In Morgantown, West Virginia, the Mountaineers leading Seton Hall 39-22. That is late in the first half. Of course, last night, number 5 UConn losing at number 2 North Carolina 82-76. Here at the Sun Dome, it's USF leading Louisville 35-22. We'll step aside. When we get back, we'll take a look at the halftime stats. Also, the second half of this game is coming up. You're listening to USF Women's Basketball on the Bulls Radio Network.
Hey, USF Bulls fans, not sure who to
Bill
turn to
Lane
for your
Beer.
heating and cooling needs? Turn to CGM Services Air Conditioning and Heating for technical expertise, customer satisfaction, and carrier systems that are second to none. Serving the Tampa Bay area for over 25 years, CGM will make sure you're as comfortable with them as you are with your home comfort system. CGM Services and Carrier. Turn to the experts. For your championship heating and cooling services, call 813-AIR-COOL. That's 813-247-2665.
Did you know that Likes has insured Florida families and businesses for over 80 years? That's right, Likes means insurance. They're dedicated to service with one purpose in mind, to provide the broadest, most competitive insurance coverage available. With all the changes in the world, isn't it nice to know Likes Insurance has stood the test of time? So call Likes Insurance today at 1-800-243-0491 or find them on the web at www.lykesinsurance.com. Likes Insurance Incorporated, insuring Florida's families and businesses since 1925.
USF women's basketball continues with more of Singular at the half.
35-22, USF is up on number 15 Louisville here at the half. Let's take a look at the first half stats. For USF, they were led in that first half by Jessica Dixon, who had 15 points to go along with 5 rebounds, 5 of 14 shooting from the field. She had 3 of 6 from three-point range. Di Packer came off the bench for 6 points in 8 minutes, 2 of 5 from three-point range, 2 of 6 overall. Also in that first half, Shantia Grace, 5 points, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. She moved the ball around extremely well and seemed more like her old self in that first half. Chichi Opalike with 4 points and 5 rebounds. Nalini Miller, 2 points and 10 rebounds. USF shooting 32% from the field in that first half, 13 of 41. They were great from three-point range, hitting 7 of 15 from downtown at a 46.7% clip and 2 of 2 from the foul line. Louisville was led in that first half by Angel McCautry, the Big East leading scorer and rebounder, had 9 points and 5 rebounds. However, she shot just 4 of 12 from the field. Yolia Tokova had 4 points and 5 rebounds and also turned it over 4 times with 3 blocked shots. 2 points for Patricia Barlow, 2 points for Tony Slaughter. Louisville shooting just 35% from the field in that first half, 10 for 29. They were just 1 of 6 from downtown and 1 of 4 from the free throw line. USF out-rebounding Louisville, 27-22 in that first half. 12 of those rebounds coming off the offensive glass. Nalini Miller had 4 offensive rebounds in that first half. Angel McCautry, by the way, 0 offensive rebounds in that first half. She came into tonight's game leading the Big East in offensive rebounding at 4.7 per game. But tonight, so far, 0 offensive rebounds. USF has done a great job against her defensively and also keeping her off the glass. 35-22, USF with the lead here at the half. The second half of this game is coming right up. This is USF Women's Basketball on the Bulls Radio Network.
It's come to the attention of Dodge that some have questions
Second half
about cute
adjustments?
cars.
Yes, I don't want
Andy,
a cute car, but is there
Lampier
a car
never
for
showed
someone
up.
who's not a dateless 30-year-old happily living with his parents?
Good question. And Dodge has the answer. Dodge Caliber. It's anything but cute. It's got available music gate power with liftgate speakers to celebrate good tunes, illuminated cup holders to celebrate good drink, and an available chill zone beverage cooler to celebrate thermodynamics. The all-new Dodge Caliber. It's anything but cute. For information, pull up Dodge.com. Grab life by the horns. Dodge.
Hi, TJ Reeves here for CGM Services. Over the past 25
Off the
years,
charts,
CGM
baby.
Services and Carrier Air Conditioning have built a reputation for providing outstanding service and reliability. To make it all cool, the USF Bulls rely on the winning team of CGM Services and Carrier to deliver. CGM Services and Carrier.
Really?
Turn to the experts. For your championship heating and cooling needs, call 813-AIR-COOL. That's 813-247-2665. CGM Services and Carrier, proud sponsors of the USF Bulls.
Did you know that Likes has insured Florida families and businesses for over 80 years? That's right. Likes means insurance. They're dedicated to service with one purpose in mind,
Any
to provide the
adjustments, second
broadest,
half,
most
anything?
competitive insurance coverage available. With all the changes in the world, isn't it nice to know Likes Insurance has stood the test of time? So call Likes Insurance today at 1-800-243-0491 or find them on the web at www.lykesinsurance.com. Likes Insurance Incorporated, insuring Florida's families and businesses since 1925.
Now, Tampa Bay's favorite newspaper makes
Where
it
is it?
easier to be in the know.
Why is it?
More colorful, streamlined pages get you quickly your favorite news and features, and new Sunday sections about the Bucks, the workplace, and travel, books, and the arts. It's just what you'd expect from one of America's 10 best newspapers, designed with you in mind. To subscribe, log on to TampaBay.com or call 1-877-THE-TIMES.
860 WGUL.
USF Women's Basketball continues with more of Singular at the half.
We welcome you back to the Sun Dome. Second half about to get underway. USF leading number 15 Louisville 35-22. As we get set to start the second half, USF will come out with Shantia Grace and Rachel Sheets at the guards. Jessica Dixon, Nalini Miller, and Chi Opalake are up front. Apparently during that last break, I was told that Bill Lambier, noted cheap shot artist and head coach of the Detroit Shock of the WNBA, is in the house and apparently is sitting up in the stands somewhere and didn't bother telling anybody, so that's why we couldn't get him at the half, because apparently he chickened out. USF to get the basketball first to begin the second half, going from left to right. Shantia Grace with the inbounds pass in between the circles. Grace being guarded by Barlow. Grace trying to penetrate. Grace spinning, firing right side, off the rim, no good. Rebound goes out of bounds. It was last touched by Chi Opalake. And Louisville will get it back. Cardinals going from right to left now. Olsen up top for Takova. Left wing now for McCautry, being guarded by Sheets. Top of the key now for Covington. Left wing Barlow. Barlow up top for Covington. Covington penetrating, goes all the way and puts it off the glass and in. Jazz Covington now with 7 points, and the lead is down to 11. Rachel Sheets brings the ball up, deep on the right side. Fronted by Olsen. Up top it's Grace. Now they try to get on left side for Dixon. It's stolen away by McCautry. McCautry goes all the way and lays it up and in. Angel McCautry now in double figures with 11 points. And Louisville, with 4 quick points, is within 9. Grace right side, fires underneath. Miller fighting her way in, partially blocked by Olsen. Dixon got it back, she was blocked. Miller gets it back out to Grace. Grace on the right side for three, back rim, offensive rebound by Miller. Miller tries to fire in the backcourt, and it's a backcourt violation. They won on the other side of the floor, and USF turned it over, and head coach Jose Fernandez quickly calls a full timeout, a very good call at this point by Coach Fernandez, as Louisville has some momentum going here. They have scored the first 4 points here in the second half. 2 by Covington and 2 by Angel McCautry. And they will get the basketball back, only down by 9 with 18:42 left to go here in this second half. A reminder, the next USF basketball broadcast will come to you on Saturday afternoon when the Bulls travel to Pittsburgh to meet Mercedes Walker and the Pitt Panthers. Game time will be just after 2 o'clock. We'll be on the air at 2 o'clock Saturday afternoon right here on the Bulls Radio Network, 860 WGUL. And you can also listen to each and every USF women's basketball game from anywhere in the civilized world online at gousfbulls.com. The USF 0 for 3 from the field here in the second half. Louisville comes out, and they have hit their first 2 shots to cut the USF lead down to 9. The USF's largest lead was 16 in that first half. Louisville led 2-0 after the game's first basket by Yulia Takova, but since then it was all USF. The Bulls come out with their starting 5 of Rachel Sheets, Shantia Grace, Chichi Apalike, Jessica Dixon, and Nalini Miller. Louisville comes in at 17-1. Their only loss was at Providence in double overtime a couple of weeks ago. And if you look at their schedule, they haven't really played some top-notch competition. They've beaten the likes of Dayton and Memphis and Furman and Northern Colorado. They won at Xavier. They did beat Kentucky, who at the time was ranked 24th, but their Big East wins have come against Cincinnati, at Providence, check that, Seton Hall, and Georgetown. They also had a win at Florida, but the Florida Gators are down this year, big time. Louisville will inbound. Takova will toss in from center court. Redbirds going from right to left here in the second half. Takova gets it into Barlow, deep left side against Grace. Barlow gets a double screen up top. Barlow veering right side, picks up her dribble, top of the key now McCautry. McCautry's tied up by Sheets, gets it underneath. Takova almost traveled. Up top McCautry, her foul line jump, rims out. Offensive rebound by Covington. And the Redbirds will get another crack. Barlow deep in the backcourt. Barlow fronted by Grace, gets a pick from Takova. Barlow right side, top of the key now Takova, a wide open 3, back rim, no good. Offensive rebound by Covington again. Back outside. A 3. Right wing is no good by Barlow. Finally rebounded by Jessica Dixon of USF. Here come the Bulls. And now a whistle. And once again, an issue with the game clock. And head coach Jose Fernandez not happy because he felt the USF Bulls had something going in transition. And now play has been stopped. There's 18:05 left to go on the game clock, and the shot clock is down to 30, and this has been a big mess all night long. I mean, this is something that really doesn't occur here at the USF Sundome. We have great people that work courtside, that run the clock, that run the shot clock, the game clock, and everything else. But for some reason, tonight, it just hasn't been working so far. Who knows? Right now, the shot clock has been adjusted to 24. The game clock is at 18:05. When play resumes, the Bulls will have the basketball going from left to right. Louisville has outscored USF 4-0 so far here in the second half. And now the game clock has been adjusted to read 18 minutes left to go, exactly 18 minutes. And now Chichi Apalike will trigger in from center court. Polike from just in front of our broadcast position. Gets it in to Shantia Grace up top. Grace covered by Barlow. Right side now, it's Rachel Sheets. Louisville going man-to-man now. Grace on the left wing. Down low left blocks for Miller. Had it poked away and stolen. Barlow, left side now, McCautry streaking to the basket. McCautry lays it up and in. And now Louisville within 7. The Cardinals have outscored USF 6-0 here in the second half. USF has yet to put the ball in the basket here in the second half. Sheets on the right wing. Sheets left side for Polike, left wing for Grace. Up top now it's Dixon. Dixon almost tied up by McCautry. Dixon lobs in the left corner. Grace an open three. That's good! Shantia Grace fires and hits from the Howard Franklin Bridge. And the Bulls lead is up to 10, 38-28. That was a big basket by USF. They've got Grace now with 8 points. Barlow bounce pass up top now to Covington. Left wing now Barlow. 15 to shoot for the Cardinals. Chance of defense here from the Sun Dome crowd. Barlow left side to Takova. Up top Barlow. 7 to shoot for the Cardinals. Barlow up top. Barlow crossover. Foul line jump is good by Patrica Barlow. Head coach Jose Fernandez wanted an illegal screen up top. Barlow got free for that jump shot. Louisville within 8. Sheets up top now Polike. Left wing now for Grace. Grace gets it up top. Dixon. Dixon against McCautry. Penetrates, gets it right baseline. Sheets driving to the basket, puts it up off the glass, no good. Rebounded by McCautry. Redbirds coming back the other way, and it was deflected and stolen. Deflected by Grace, stolen by Miller. Grace down the left side, goes all the way. Score the basket, and she was fouled. Shantia Grace with another big basket. And she will head to the free throw line for a chance at a three-point play. Chichia Polike checks out. Stephanie Sarosi in for USF. Grace now in double figures with 10 points. Grace to the foul line, a 78% free throw shooter. Came in averaging 16 a game. She puts up the free throw, and it's good. Shantia Grace, a three-point play. She's got 11 points, 5 of those coming in the last minute or so when USF badly needed it to stem the Louisville Tide. 41-30 USF. We played nearly 4 minutes here in the second half. Olsen right wing. Down low right blocks. Covington trying to square up on Miller. Had it knocked out of bounds by Miller with 14 to shoot. Olsen to inbound from the right baseline. Katie Olsen gets it in now to Covington. Up top to Kova. Now Barlow on the right side. Right wing now Olsen. Olsen gets it up top now to Barlow. 4 to shoot, 3 to shoot. Barlow a long 3. Back rim no good. Rebound goes out of bounds. And it was last touched by USF. Louisville will get it back when we return. Timeout. 15:51 left to go. We'll take a break. USF 41. Number 15 Louisville 30. You're listening to USF Women's Basketball on the Bulls Radio Network.
As a Florida-based company which employs thousands of Floridians, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida understands our great state's passion for college sports. As official health plan sponsor of South Florida Athletics, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida is committed to providing Floridians with comprehensive and flexible health plans. Bulls fans, visit HealthTipChallenge.com and take the Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida Health Tip Challenge to test your health knowledge and to enter for a chance to win great Bulls prizes. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Florida. How can Florida Blue help you?
USF Health wants you to play safe, so the nation's best sports orthopedic surgeons have now joined USF Health for the athlete and all of us. We take care of your USF Bulls and can take care of you too. From orthopedic surgery to sports medicine to physical therapy. For kids, adults, and for the athlete and all of us. USF Health is located here in Tampa Bay. Call 813-396-9422 or visit www.health.usf.edu to see a sports medicine expert. USF Health, making life better.
We're back here at the Sun Dome, USF and Louisville. The Bulls lead this one 41-30 with 15:51 left to go. So far in the second half, USF 2 of 6 shooting. Louisville has picked it up a little bit in the second half, 4 of 8 shooting from the field. McCautry with 13 points and 7 rebounds for Louisville. She came in averaging 21 points and 11 boards. Jessica Dixon with 15 points to lead USF. Shantia Grace has 11 points and 6 assists. USF comes out with Stephanie Sarosi, Nalini Miller, and Jessica Dixon along the front line. Rachel Sheets and Shantia Grace in the backcourt. Louisville now has Tony Slaughter in the ballgame along with Angel McCautry, Yulia Takova, Jazz Covington, and Patrika Barlow. Louisville with the basketball, going from right to left here in the second half, as Tony Slaughter will trigger in. And a hold up here as this game is being televised. And they're holding up play so the TV can get back from its commercial break and rejoin the action. Of course, they never do that for radio, but that is the downside of being in radio rather than TV. Nobody ever waits for the radio guy. We've had more stoppages in play here than you'll ever see during an NFL game. I mean, seriously. I mean, what is it, pushing midnight already? I mean, let's go. Some people have other jobs. Right now, 15:51 left to go. The USF leading Louisville 41-30. As we mentioned at the top, Louisville has dominated this series. The Cardinals have won 18 of the 19 meetings from USF. The Bulls' only victory came in January of 2005, almost 2 years ago to the day. They beat Louisville here at the Sun Dome 67-59. Right now, head coach Jose Fernandez would gladly take his second victory over Louisville here at the Sun Dome. It would improve the RPI rating. It would make USF 4-1 in the Big East going to Pittsburgh on Saturday. And right now, they're trying to figure out what's going on with the game clock, and it's borderline ridiculous at this point. But apparently right now, we're ready to play basketball. Slaughter inbounds to Covington. Back to Slaughter. Left blocks, and she puts it up and in off the glass. Beautifully designed play out of the timeout for Louisville head coach Tom Collin. And Louisville within 9, 41-32. Grace right side. Grace picked up by Barlow. Grace down low, right blocks. Miller squares up on Takova. Miller drop step, puts it up, no good, but a foul. A foul on Yulia Takova of Louisville. And that will be 3 on Takova with 15:28 left to go. So Tom Collin may have to go to his bench. Nalini Miller will shoot 2 for USF. Miller, a 60% foul shooter. First free throw is good. Brandy Ratty is in. Takova is out for Louisville. So it's Slaughter, Ratty, and Covington up front. McCautry and Barlow in the backcourt for the Redbirds. Miller's second free throw, no good. Back rim, rebounded by Covington. 42-32 USF. Miller with 3 points. Covington up top, directing traffic, guarded by Miller. Right side now, Ratty, who can shoot the three-pointer. Sorosi's on her. Up top, Covington. Bounce pass, left block, Slaughter. Tries to bounce it back up top for Covington, and it's stolen by Sorosi. Freshman with a big defensive play. Here come the Bulls. Grace in the forecourt. Grace surveying the Louisville defense. Right now, the Redbirds going man-to-man. Left side, Grace. Bounce pass up top now for Dixon, being guarded by McCautry. Dixon picks up her dribble right wing. Up top now for Sorosi. Sorosi to Grace with 3 to shoot. Grace with 2 to shoot. Grace with 1 to shoot up top. Fires it up and misses off the back rim. And the rebound taken down by Covington. Good half-court defense that time by the Cardinals. Louisville coming back the other way, down by 10. Covington penetrating, kicks it out on the right side. Ratty for a three, no good. Rebounded by Miller. Outlet pass to Shantia Grace. Bulls are on the run. Grace right side for Sheets. Sheets back to Grace, who will pull it back out. Right wing now, they get it over to Dixon for a three. Back rim. Rebounded by Sarosi. Good offensive rebound that time by Sarosi. Inside Grace to Sheets, who lays it home off the right side glass. What a look by Shantia Grace to Rachel Sheets. That was Sheets' first field goal of the game. Grace now with 7 helpers, and it's 44-32 USF, 13:50 left. Ratty, bounce pass to Slaughter, who hands off to Barlow in between the circles. Barlow fronted by Grace. 10 to shoot for the Cardinals. Barlow gets a double screen up top. Barlow, right side, gets it up top for Ratty. Ratty left wing now for Slaughter, who penetrates with 2 to shoot. Slaughter puts it up off the rim, no good. Offensive rebound though underneath, and putting it up and in is Angel McCautry. McCautry with an offensive board and put back. McCautry now with 15 on 7 of 16 shooting, and Louisville within 10. Grace right wing gets a double screen up top. Grace dribbling left side, goes to the basket, hands off underneath to Miller, who puts it up and in. Grace with the dribble penetration found Miller streaking to the basket. Nalini with 5 points to go along with 12 rebounds, and the Bulls go back up by 12. Slaughter up top. Slaughter left wing for Barlow, just beyond the arc. Barlow picks up her dribble. Up top now, Slaughter with 13 to shoot. Back to Barlow left side with 10 to shoot. Gets a pick from Slaughter, Barlow does, with 8 to shoot. Barlow, right elbow, gets it on the right wing now for Ratty with 4 to shoot, with 3 to shoot on the right wing. Barlow for a three, rims out. Offensive rebound by McCautry. She puts it up and in. Boy, Angel McCautry is tough. She just has a knack for the basketball. She's not the biggest girl in the world. She's 6'1", athletic looking, thin, but she's just always around the ball like Dennis Rodman. McCautry now with 17 points. Down low, Dixon got free, rejected by McCautry. Here come the Redbirds the other way. Barlow in the forecourt, lobbing it down low. Slaughter with the catch and the finish along the left side glass. So a good look by Barlow to Slaughter, and the lead is down to 8 with 11:52 left. Dixon lobs it right wing now for Sarosi. The 6'5" freshman up top now to Miller. Now in the right corner, Dixon against McCautry. Dixon penetrating, bounces it to Sarosi with 13 to shoot. Back up top to Sheets. Left wing now Grace. Grace stutter step. Grace on the left baseline. Gets it to Sheets in the lane. Sheets forces it up. No good, but a foul. Rachel Sheets will head to the foul line. She was fouled by Brandy Ratty. Timeout on the floor. We'll take you with them. 11:32 left to go. We'll take a break. USF 46, number 15 Louisville 38. You're listening to USF Women's Basketball on the Bulls Radio Network.
It's come to the attention of Dodge that some have questions about cute cars.
Yes, I don't want a cute car, but is there a car for someone who's not a dateless 30-year-old happily living with his parents?
Good question. And Dodge has the answer. Dodge Caliber. It's anything but cute. It's got available music gate power with liftgate speakers to celebrate good tunes, illuminated cup holders to celebrate good drink, and an available chill zone beverage cooler to celebrate thermodynamics. The all-new Dodge Caliber. It's anything but cute. For information, pull up Dodge.com. Grab life by the horns. Dodge.
Did you know that Likes has insured Florida families and businesses for over 80 years? That's right. Likes means insurance. They're dedicated to service with one purpose in mind, to provide the broadest, most competitive insurance coverage available. With all the changes in the world, isn't it nice to know Likes Insurance has stood the test of time? So call Likes Insurance today at 1-800-243-0491 or find them on the web at www.lykesinsurance.com. Likes Insurance Incorporated, insuring Florida's families and businesses since 1925.
860 WGUL.
Come join us at Simbo's Bull Ring Sports Bar tomorrow, Wednesday, January the 17th, from 5 to 6 p.m. for another Sport Chicks Shooting the Bull with Jose and Lalo. That would be Jose Fernandez, the women's basketball coach, and Lalo Prado, the USF baseball coach. Listen to what Jose Fernandez and Lalo Prado have to say about the Bulls on 1010 Sports. Welcome back. 11:32 left to go here in regulation. USF with an 8-point lead on Louisville. The Bulls led by as many as 16 points in that first half. They had a 13-point halftime lead, but Louisville has outscored the Bulls 16-11 so far here in the second half. And they've done so behind Angel McCautry. McCautry at the half had 9 points. Here in the second half, she's got 8 points, so she has 17 on the game to go along with 9 rebounds. So Angel McCautry, the leading scorer and rebounder in the Big East, starting to warm up just a bit. And she has her Louisville Cardinals back in this basketball game. Folks, a reminder, stay tuned. Immediately following the game, USF head coach Jose Fernandez will join me on the post-game show. Always an interesting spot to talk with the boss. So that's coming up right after the game. Shantice Wright is in the game for Louisville. Wright is up front along with Covington and McCautry, Brandy Ratty, and Patricia Barlow in the backcourt. Rachel Sheets to the free throw line for the USF Bulls. Sheets, a 63% foul shooter. First free throw is up and no good. Back rim. USF now 4 of 6 from the foul line here tonight. Better than what they have been doing. USF as a team shooting about 68% from the foul line. And Sheets makes the second. Rachel now with 3 points. And USF goes up by 9, 47-38. Barlow left wing. Up top now Covington. Covington right wing for Ratty. Down low right blocks. McCautry is double teamed. Kicks it back out to Ratty. Left side now for Barlow. 10 to shoot for the Cardinals. Barlow left wing. Barlow picks up her dribble with 6 to shoot. Up top Covington with 4 to shoot, with 3 to shoot. Covington has it knocked away by Sheets and stolen by Sheets. Here come the Bulls the other way. Tristan Webb in the forecourt. It's a 3-on-3. Webb hands off to Grace. Grace fires right baseline. Sheets fakes the jumper, kicks it out left wing. Webb had an open 3, but she passed it up. Jose Fernandez wanted her to shoot that one. Webb pulls it out, gets it right wing now to Grace. Grace gets a pick from Miller. Grace gets it left side for Webb, and they'll get a foul on Patricia Barlow. Barlow will pick up her first. Louisville with 14 fouls here in the second half. USF with none. Apalike is back in. Webb will sit down for the Bulls. Grace calling out a play. Triggering in from the right baseline. Webb fires inside. A wide open Apalike lays it in off the left side. Louisville went to sleep on defense, and Apalike made them pay. Chichi now with 6 points. The Bulls go up by 11. Left corner, here's McCautry for 3. No good. Rebounded. Oh, a weak side rebound by Covington. She drives it in, misses the shot, but she was fouled. Jazz Covington was fouled by Apalike, I believe. Yes. Apalike will pick up her third. Only the first team foul with 10:20 left to go. Jazz Covington to the free throw line for Louisville. First free throw is up and good out of the senior from Adele, Georgia. Covington hurt USF last year for 18 points. Louisville won at their place 65-57. Second free throw is up and good by Covington, a 60% foul shooter. Covington now with 9 points and 12 rebounds. Louisville within 9 with 10:15 left. Sheets left wing picks up her dribble. Up top now Apalike. Right side now for Shantia Grace. Grace backing the ball out. Grace on the right side. Up top now, Dixon being guarded by McCautry. A great matchup there. Dixon penetrating, puts it up off the rim, no good. Offensive rebound, Apalike. She sticks it home. Apalike now with 8 points. 51-40, USF with 9:49 left. Barlow up top picks up her dribble. Hawked by Grace. Bounce pass left side. McCautry trying to go to the basket, and she is fouled on the drive by Sheets. Slaughter will check in for Louisville, and Ratty will check out for Louisville. Slaughter will inbound left side. They inbound to Wright. Wright lobbing it down low for Slaughter. She was off balance. Her shot missed everything. Rebounded by Dixon. Bulls coming back the other way. Dixon driving right baseline is met by Covington and McCautry, so she gets it back out to Sheets. Now up top for Grace. Down low left blocks. Miller trying to get by Wright is called for the travel. Miller trying to go around Shanti's Wright, and Wright is a big girl all the way around, and now Wright will sit down. Takova will check back in. Miller trying to drive around Wright. That's a $20 cab ride right there. 9:22 left to go. 51-40 USF. Slaughter, right wing. Slaughter picks up her dribble. Right side now Covington, who squares up, fires and misses. Back rim, rebounded by Dixon. Bulls are on the run. It's a 2-on-1. Dixon right side to Sheets, who lays it up and in. The Bulls in transition. Sheets now with 5 points. The Bulls go up by 13. Barlow penetrating right side is stripped by Grace out of bounds. It will stay with Louisville with 8:57 left. Boy, Shantia Grace is playing much better tonight than she has been. They inbound it to Covington. Back to McCautry, who lays it up and in off the right side. Score the basket, and now a timeout called by Louisville. 30-second timeout called by head coach Tom Collin. With 8:54 left to go, USF's lead is 11 at 53-42. Other scores from around the Big East: Notre Dame blowing out St. John's 81-59, 127 to go in that contest. So the Fighting Irish bouncing back from their tough overtime loss here in Tampa to USF. With that win, Notre Dame will improve to 3-1 in Big East play. Pittsburgh leading Syracuse 72-57 with 5:30 left to go. Also in the second half, midway through, West Virginia 53, Seton Hall 39. Rutgers all over Georgetown 37-15 with 2 seconds left to go in the first half of that game. And DePaul struggling at Villanova. They're only up by 4, 44-40 with 5 minutes left to go in that one. Of course, we will keep you updated. USF with the basketball, up by 11. Right wing is Sheets. Sheets holding it high over her head, had it deflected, but it was recaptured by Sheets. Rachel penetrating, kicks it right corner. Here's Dixon. Fall away jump shot, missed everything. And it was last touch, though, by Louisville. It will stay with USF with 8 on the shot clock. Grace to inbound from the left baseline. Grace looking. Fires underneath. Miller lays it up and in off the left side glass. Assist number 10 for Shantia Grace. And the Bulls go up 55-42. Miller with 7 points, 13 rebounds. Boy, the Bulls are playing very good team basketball here in the second half, and Shantia Grace has been the catalyst. Barlow in between the circles. Barlow fronted by Grace. Gets a pick up top from McCautry. Barlow with 8 to shoot. Right side, Slaughter with 6 to shoot. Slaughter, right wing. Barlow just beyond the arc with 3, with 2. Barlow driving right baseline, bouncing it for Takova. Puts it up. No good. She missed it. A shot clock violation. She did not get the shot off in time. And we've got a timeout. 7:58 left to go here at the Sun Dome. We'll take a break. USF 55, number 15, Louisville 42. You're listening to USF Women's Basketball on the Bulls Radio Network.
You may know that Tampa General Hospital serves more than 4 million people throughout West Central Florida. But did you know that over 60% of these patients are cared for by USF physicians? As the primary teaching hospital for the University of South Florida's College of Medicine, TGH proudly partners with USF to provide unique specialty care like a burn center, level 1 trauma center, and more, while also pursuing important medical advances through clinical practice and research. Tampa General, trusted for our expertise, chosen for our care.
I'm here with beloved mascot Bucky the Bull. Hi-yo! So, Bucky, when you're not running up and down the stands charging fans, what are you doing?
Well, I've got a lot of mascot friends, like Wooly the Mammoth, Becky Bull, no relation, but we've all got Singular, so we can talk as much as we want without using our minutes.
Really?
Oh, yeah, with Singular, I can talk to 58 million people without using my minutes.
So, what do you talk about?
Mainly mascot suit rash.
So, with Singular, you won't be getting charged for talking to other Singular customers.
Hey, leave the bull puns to me.
Singular, raising the bar.
A limited nationwide mobile-to-mobile with 1-year agreement.
Boy, Louisville started off the second half shooting 4 of 7 from the field, but since then they are 5 of 12 from the field, and right now for the game they're shooting a shade under 40%. and they've turned it over 16 times, and USF has capitalized. The Bulls with 24 points in the paint and 18 points off turnovers, 15 points, second chance points, and 9 fast break points. 7:58 left to go. USF leading number 15 Louisville by a score of 55-42. Shantia Grace has played well. A double-double out of Grace. 11 points, 10 assists, also 3 rebounds. She has played well here tonight. Much better than the last 2 games. And an important stat, Grace 10 assists, 0 turnovers. Nalini Miller, 7 points, 13 rebounds for USF. And Jessica Dixon, 15 points and 8 rebounds. Chichi Apalike, 8 points and 6 boards. So USF getting contributions from many different sources here tonight. Bulls with the basketball. Louisville now showing some full court pressure. Opalike looking to get it in. Gets it in now to Dixon. Dixon double teamed and traveled. Dixon traveled as she lost control of her balance, and Louisville will get it back. Slaughter will inbound from the left corner. Tony Slaughter gets it in deep left side for Barlow. Barlow guarded by Grace. Gets a pick up top from Takova. Barlow pull up jump right elbow, front rim, no good. Long rebound comes out and Barlow tracks it down. So a second chance for Louisville. Barlow now calling out a play deep on the right side. Barlow gets another pick from Takova. A moving screen, nothing was called there. And now a steal by Opalike, who rotated over on the pick and roll and stole it away from Takova. Here come the Bulls underneath. Miller, drop step, puts it up off the glass and in. Score the basket. Wait a minute, no. An offensive foul. They called an offensive foul on Nalini Miller. 3 fouls on Miller, and that draws the boos here from this crowd at the Sundome. That looked like a great low post move by Miller, but the officials disagreed. McCautry up top against Sheets. McCautry gives off to Takova. Left wing now back to McCautry, trying to drive. Her one-handed runner is no good. Rebounded by Dixon, and a foul on Louisville. They're going to get the foul on Slaughter. Tony Slaughter will pick up her second. 5 team fouls on Louisville. USF quickly getting it down. Dixon right wing. Her 15-footer's off the mark. Offensive rebound by Sheets. Sheets to Miller. Missed the layup. Miller gets it back. Missed it again, but she was fouled. Nalini Miller just outworking the Louisville big girls. And she will shoot 2. Yulia Takova just picked up her 4th foul with 6:55 left. So Louisville coach Tom Collin will have to go to his bench. Miller with 2 free throws. First free throw good. Miller now with 8 points and 14 rebounds. Coming off that 26-point, 14-rebound performance against Notre Dame. Second free throw's good. Beautiful bounce off the back rim and right through. Michelle Poindexter sees her first action of the game for Louisville, as Takova will check out. Poindexter seeing her first action. Louisville down by 15. 6:48 left. McCautry gives it up top now to Slaughter. Slaughter against Dixon with 15 to shoot. Down low left blocks it. Slaughter going across the lane to the basket. Puts up the shot. It was missed. Rebounded by Apalike. Good defense by Chichi. Dixon in the forecourt. Dixon penetrating. A blocking foul. What will be called? No, they call an offensive foul on Jessica Dixon. A charge on Dixon. 4th team foul on USF. That will be Dixon's first. And now Louisville gets it back with 6:25 left. Covington, right wing now for Barlow. Up top, here's Covington, an open 3. Off the side of the rim. Ball goes out of bounds, and it belongs to USF. Now some full court pressure by the Redbirds. Head coach Jose Fernandez calling out a play. The coach will join us on the postgame show. Apalike tries to get it into Dixon. It was knocked out of bounds by Louisville. It will stay with USF with 6:18 left. Apalike looking to get it in once again. Chichi fires in the forecourt, and it was picked up by McCautry. McCautry with Miller back goes all the way. Her layup is no good. Rebounded by Pondexter, and she puts it home. Michelle Pondexter's first field goal of the game, and it's 57-44. And now some more pressure by Louisville, but USF breaks it. Dixon bounce pass underneath to Miller, who blew the layup. Rebounded by McCautry. You got to make those. And now it's stolen away by Grace. Call the cops. Grace with the steal, and Grace will lay it home. Grace stepped into the passing lanes with a big steal and basket. Tia now with 13 points. And the Bulls go back up by 15. That was a big basket, and now Miller, stepping in for the steal, commits the foul. Playing the passing lane, Miller picks up her second foul as she tried to make the steal on Covington. They called Miller for the personal. And Louisville will get it back with 5:37 left. Slaughter will inbound. Slaughter looking to toss in. It's Slaughter, Barlow, Pondexter, McCautry, and Covington, the five on the floor for Louisville. Cardinals going from right to left. Barlow deep on the right side against Grace. Barlow, stutter step dribble, penetrates on the right side, goes all the way. Her layup off the glass is in. Dribble penetration by Barlow and the basket. And Grace lost it off the inbound. Pick off. McCautry going back the other way, but she traveled. Traveling call on Angel McCautry, and USF will get it back. But the Louisville pressure is starting to bother the Bulls just a little bit. Full court pressure by the Redbirds once again. Apalike couldn't find anybody, and she will call. Oh, wait a minute. No, they're going to get a foul. Is that a foul call? It's a foul call on Barlow. Barlow commits the foul off the inbound before the timeout was called by USF. Barlow gets called for the foul, and now that will put Louisville over the limit. A 1-and-1 coming up for USF, so an interesting call that time. Before the timeout was called, Barlow commits a foul. We'll take it. Rachel Sheets to the free throw line. Sheets 1 of 2 from the foul line here tonight. Rachel Sheets, a 63% foul shooter. Sheets puts the first one up and in. Sheets with 6 points and 3 rebounds. Also some pretty good defense against Angel McCautry here tonight. Rachel will shoot one more with 5:18 left to go. Trying to give USF a 15-point lead. Sheets lets it go. It's good. USF up by 15. Sheets with 7. 5:15 left here at the Sundome. Deep on the right side, it's Slaughter. Slaughter puts the ball on the floor. Trying to get it down low, and it was off the hand of Pondexter out of bounds. And the Bulls will get it back. Turnover number 15 for Louisville. Apalike to inbound. Chichi looking to get it in. Full court pressure by Louisville. Chichi trying to find somebody. Gets it in now to Sheets. Sheets to Grace in the forecourt. It's a 2-on-1. Grace goes all the way and misses the layup. But Grace got it back. And a reset for USF. Less than 5 minutes left. Head coach Jose Fernandez telling the Bulls to spread the floor. 20 to shoot for USF. The Bulls looking to take time off the clock. Grace gets a pick up top for Miller. Grace down the left side, goes all the way, puts it up and in. Scored the basket, and she was fouled. What an acrobatic move by Shantia Grace. Tia has been the amazing Grace for USF here tonight. Grace to the free throw line with a chance at a three-point play. 4:42 left to go. Grace lets it go. It's good. 16 points, 10 assists for Tia. 64-46. This is USF's largest lead of the game. Left wing is McCautry against Sheets. Up top now for Slaughter. Slaughter dribbles left side. Slaughter against Dixon. Slaughter up top. 14 to shoot for the Cardinals. She picks up her dribble, gets it over to Barlow. Barlow left wing. Barlow penetrating left side. Blocked by Miller, but a foul on Nalini with 4:19 left. Miller picks up her third, 16 fouls on USF. Patricia Barlow to the free throw line. She's a 73% free throw shooter. Barlow with 6 points on the evening. Barlow making her first trip to the foul line here tonight. The first one is good. Barlow, a 5'7" junior from Kentucky, makes them both. She's got 8 points, and the lead is 16, 64-48. More pressure by the Cardinals, but USF breaks it. Dixon goes down the left side. Her layup is no good. Offensive rebound by Miller. She sticks it up and in. Nalini Miller now with a double-double, 11 points and 15 rebounds. And the Bulls go back up by 18 with 4 minutes left. Poindexter, right side now for Barlow. Down low, Poindexter squares up on Miller, fires from the right blocks and misses. Opalike tried to get the rebound, but knocked it out of bounds, and Louisville will keep it. We've got a timeout. 3 minutes and 50 seconds left to go here at the Sun Dome. The score, USF 66, number 15 Louisville 48. You're listening to USF Women's Basketball on the Bulls Radio Network.
At Bright House Networks, we're about making life easier. That's why our home phone service makes it easy to call across the country or across the state and save money. How do we know if we've made life easy enough? Our customers tell us. Bright House Network's digital phone is recognized by J.D. Power and Associates as the highest in residential all-distance telephone customer satisfaction in the Southeast region. For more information, call 1-866-976-EASY or visit mybrighthouse.com. And for award information, visit jdpower.com.
Do you have federal student loans? If so, University Financial Services, in partnership with USF Athletics, provides a free federal program that offers you the ability to lower your monthly payments up to 53% with no credit checks or fees. For more information, please call 1-877-NO-LOAN-2. That's 1-877-NO-LOAN-2. That's 1-877-665-6262. Again, 1-877-NO-LOAN-2. And go Bulls.
Talk Radio 860 WGUL.
USF Athletics and H. Lee Moffitt Cancer Center and Research Institute have joined forces in the bullfight against cancer. Moffitt's sole mission is to contribute to the prevention and cure of cancer. H. Lee Moffitt Cancer Center and Research Institute, the preferred charity of USF Athletics. Welcome back here at the Sun Dome. A mild upset in the making as USF with a 66-48 lead over number 15 Louisville. Tom Krasnicki with you. We'd like to welcome everyone listening on the Bulls Radio Network and online at GoUSFBulls.com, and you know who you are. USF shooting 36% from the field. However, they about rebounded Louisville 43-37. 21 of those rebounds, almost half, are off the offensive glass. Nalini Miller, the main culprit there, with 8 offensive rebounds. Miller, another strong game with 11 points and 15 rebounds. Jessica Dixon, 15 points, 9 rebounds. And Shantia Grace has come alive here tonight after 2 straight just horrible games in which Grace shot 3 of 20 from the field. She has picked it up here tonight with 16 points, 10 assists, 1 turnover, 3 steals, and 4 rebounds. So the sophomore out of Sarasota showing up big here tonight for the Bulls. Poindexter inbounds it to McCautry in the paint, who shuffles off underneath him. Poindexter lays it up and in off the left side glass. Good pass that time by McCautry to Poindexter. McCautry, 19 points, 10 rebounds for Louisville. Grace left side. Grace fires left baseline to Dixon to the basket, partially blocked by Poindexter, and Louisville coming back the other way. Barlow racing to the forecourt. Barlow penetrating, kicks it out on the left wing. McCautry for a 3, misses it. Rebounded by Poindexter. She sticks it up and in. Michelle Poindexter has provided a boost off the bench for Louisville. Poindexter now at 6 points and 4 rebounds. 66-52, USF's lead is 14 with 3 minutes left to go. USF trying to hold on, trying to make it 4-1 in conference play and 14-4 overall. Apolike driving to the basket. Her shot was missed. Offensive rebound by Sheets. She puts it up and no good, but a foul on Louisville. They're going to get the foul on Poindexter. That will be her first foul. 19 fouls on Louisville. Rachel Sheets to the free throw line to shoot 2. Sheets, a solid effort here tonight. 7 points, 4 rebounds. Also playing some pretty good defense on Angel McCautry. Sheets' first free throw is up and in. Rachel now 4 of 5 from the free throw line here tonight. She now has 8 points. The senior out of Marietta, Georgia, puts the second one up, no good. Rebounded by Covington. 67-52, a 15-point lead for USF. 2:43 left. Poindexter up top. Poindexter trying to drive right side, lost control of it, and a foul called on USF. Apolike will pick up the foul. That will be Chi-Chi's 4th. 17 fouls on USF. So that will send Michelle Poindexter to the free throw line. Poindexter, a 6'1 junior out of Columbus, Mississippi, averaging 3 points per game. Played at Okaloosa Walton Junior College last year. First free throw is good by Poindexter, who has 7 points off the bench. She has played well for Tom Collins' group here tonight. Poindexter getting set for her second free throw. The right-hander bending at the knee, follows through. Perfect form and rotation, and it is good. Poindexter with 8 points. Shantia Grace walking the ball up the floor with 2.5 minutes left to go. The Bulls with the ball and a 13-point lead. Grace in between the circles. Grace being covered by Barlow. Gets it right wing now for Shantia Grace. Back up top for Grace. Now for Dixon left side. Bounces it back to Grace with 8 to shoot. Right corner now Apolike. Apolike driving right baseline. Rejected by Poindexter. It goes out of bounds. It belongs to Louisville with 2:10 left. That was a facial by Michelle Poindexter on Apolike. Louisville in the forecourt. McCautry spinning in the lane, and she travels. Angel McCautry turns it over again. Turnover number 21 for Louisville. USF came into tonight's game forcing 20 turnovers per game. Shantia Grace now being double teamed in the backcourt. Gets it in the forecourt now to Dixon. Dixon dribbling out of trouble. Dixon now being double teamed. Dixon to Sheets, who's penetrating down the lane. Kicks it out on the left wing now for Grace with 13 to shoot. Bulls taking time off the clock with 1:45 left and 9 on the shot clock. Grace penetrating down the left side, goes all the way. Her scoop shot is off the mark, and it's rebounded by Covington. Louisville coming back the other way, and they have to hurry. They're down by 13 with 1:32 left. Left block sits Poindexter. Poindexter against Miller. Poindexter, and what's the call? It's a foul, an offensive foul on Poindexter of Louisville. She ran right over Nalini Miller with 1:28 left, and the Bulls will get it back. Apolike will inbound. It's Apolike, Grace, Dixon, Sheets, and Miller, the 5 on the floor for USF. 1:25 left. USF leading number 15 Louisville by 13. In the forecourt, it's Dixon. Right corner, Apolike. Chi-Chi down low, right blocks, tries to get it to Miller. It was knocked out of bounds from behind by Poindexter. It will stay with USF. 1:14 on the game clock, 17 on the shot clock. Grace from the right baseline, inbounding. Grace getting it in underneath to Apolike, who lays it in off the left side glass. They ran that exact same play just a few minutes ago, and USF went right back to it, and Louisville had no answers once again. Apolike now in double figures with 10. 1 minute left, USF up by 15. Louisville gets the ball inside. Angel McCautry was able to score. And now the lead is down to 13 with less than a minute left. Dixon in the forecourt. Dixon has it knocked away by McCautry, recovered by Dixon. Now over on the right side to Grace with 45 seconds left. USF up by 13. Grace trying to penetrate. Grace dishes right side. Opalake jump shot is off the mark. Rebounded by Miller, and she's fouled with 35 seconds left. This one is all but over, folks. Poindexter picks up her third. Nalini Miller to the foul line with 35.4 left. What a game out of Nalini Miller once again. Miller with 11 points and 16 rebounds. Miller will shoot two. Nalini 3 of 4 from the foul line here tonight. She puts it up and no good. In and out. Miller will shoot one more with 35 seconds left. Nalini bends at the knee, lets it go. It's good. 12 points, 16 rebounds out of Miller. 70-56 USF. 33 seconds left. Clock running. Barlow pull up three. No good. Rebound tapped about. McCautry picks it up. She can't get it to go. Poindexter misses another layup, and it's rebounded by Grace with 21 seconds left. And McCautry fouls Grace with 19 ticks left on the clock. The sophomore out of Sarasota, Shantia Grace. After two miserable efforts, Grace coming up big here tonight for USF. Grace heading to the foul line. Grace with 2 free throws upcoming. She's got 16 points. First free throws up and good. Make that 17 points and 11 assists for Grace. One more free throw coming up. Grace puts it up and in. Shantia Grace with 18 points and 11 assists. 19 seconds left. USF up 72-56. This is going to be a big win for head coach Jose Fernandez and his club. They get it down low. Poindexter, who puts it off the glass and in with 8.7 seconds left. They inbound it to Grace. McCautry fouling Grace with 5.5 seconds left. Why is Angel McCautry fouling? The game is over. McCautry picks up her third foul with 5.5 seconds left, and that will put Shantia Grace back to the free throw line. Grace will shoot two. The USF coach is not happy about that last foul by McCautry on Grace. Head coach Jose Fernandez will join us immediately following the game. And Grace hits the first. Grace getting set for the second. Shantia Grace, score it. Grace now with 20 points to go along with 11 assists. Time winding down. Barlow brings the ball up the floor, and that will do it. The USF Bulls pulling off a mild upset here tonight at the Sundome. The final score, USF 74, number 15 Louisville 58. Jessica Dixon with an outstanding game once again for USF, but it was Shantia Grace with 20 points and 11 assists. Nalini Miller 12 points and 16 rebounds. As the Bulls make it 4-1 in Big East play, they get a big win over the Louisville Cardinals. Louisville gets their second loss of the season, and they're now 3-2 in the Big East. Head coach Jose Fernandez is coming over, and he will join us momentarily. And Jose Fernandez will join us in just a moment as the USF Bulls pulling off a very nice win tonight here at the Sundome. The Bulls improving to 14-4 overall and 4-1 in Big East play. Louisville will drop to 17-2 overall, and they will now drop to 3-2 in conference play as Louisville upset here on the road by the USF Bulls by a score of 74-58. Head coach Jose Fernandez will join us in just a moment, as right now they're doing a post-game salute to the fans here at the Sundome. A fine game out of a lot of different players. 4 players scored in double figures tonight for USF. Jessica Dixon had her usual solid game with 15 points unofficially. Nalini Miller had 12 points and 16 rebounds, but it was Shantia Grace who stepped up big time here tonight with 20 points and 11 assists to lead USF to a nice win over number 15 Louisville here at the Sun Dome. The final score, 74-58. Head coach Jose Fernandez will be coming over momentarily to join us here on the post-game show as the Bulls will head to Pittsburgh on Saturday afternoon to take on the Pitt Panthers. 2 straight games on the road for USF at Pitt and at Syracuse. Head coach Jose Fernandez will be making his way. He is taking his sweet time. A lot of people stopping off and congratulating him on a fine effort here tonight as the USF Bulls pulling off a very nice win over Louisville. It was only the second win in 20 career games against Louisville. USF getting key contributions from many different players here tonight in getting this victory, and now they will move on and play 2 on the road at Pittsburgh on Saturday afternoon and then at Syracuse on Sunday, January the 28th. Joining us right now on the post-game show, USF head coach Jose Fernandez. Coach, congratulations, a very nice win here for your club tonight. I thought Shantia Grace was huge. She had 2 straight lousy performances, but tonight, 20 points, 11 assists.
I think, you know what, she defended, she got out, and that's what we talked about, is getting better and learning from your mistakes, and I was really pleased with her. But like I said to you, I don't think we're playing our best basketball yet, and that's good for us right now. But it's good to be back, and we had a real tough stretch with Cincinnati, Rutgers, and Notre Dame, and Louisville today. Now we got to go to Pittsburgh. We're playing five of the top 8 teams in the league in one stretch. We just wanted to get through this stretch.
Before the game, you said one of the key aspects to this game was shooting the basketball well. They came out in the 2-3 zone. You expected that, and you made 7 3-pointers in the first half.
We took good shots. I think big thing we talked to our kids about, and I was most proud of, we took care of the basketball in the first half. And if we can do that and share the basketball like we did in the first half, we're going to finish the season strong.
Jessica Dixon was in double figures, but you had 4 players total in double figures. Nalini Miller, another great effort, 12 points, 16 rebounds. I know you've said you haven't played your best basketball yet, but are you getting there? Are you making progress?
I think we are. And Nalini Miller didn't have a very good offensive game in the first half, coming off a 26-point outing against Notre Dame, but she rebounded. And that's what we tell our guys, that if their offensive game ain't where it should be, you can do so many other things, and she's doing that for us.
Miller, 16 rebounds, 9 of those off the offensive glass. Now you go on the road, you visit Pittsburgh on Saturday. Your thoughts?
Mallory Wynn hit two last-second shots against us last year. Those are two of our tough losses for us. But I can tell you one thing. I think our kids are going to be excited to go up there and play, and they're a good basketball team. You can't take a night off in the Big East. That's why protecting your home floor is so important.
Coach, congratulations on the big win here tonight, and good luck Saturday.
Thank you.